G'day everyone, welcome back. Alright, so this week we're going to finish off a project that I've been meaning to get back to for ages, and yeah, just haven't. So behind me is a box trailer that I got as a project and started doing a bit of work to it, and then just, I don't know, other stuff got in the way. But I need it. So with the boat coming out of the water in not a very long amount of time, a week and a bit, I need a trailer that I can haul the timber, all my fiberglass stuff, all my tools, everything. So it's a good time to pull my finger out and actually get this done. So we're gonna, plans are that box is gonna get mounted to the front. I'm gonna have to trim back these because it's slightly too wide. Trim them back, mount the box to the front, toolbox obviously. I'm going to weld in the tailgate. It can get welded in, doesn't need to fold at this point in time. And then I'm going to do an axle flip, and then we've got to wire it and light it, and we should be done. So it'll be a quick and dirty trailer build. So come along for the ride. Alright, they're cut. That was a bit of a mission. I don't know if the time lapse showed it or not, but these side sheets are actually down and folded, and they were tucked under the floor, so it was harder than I thought it was going to be. But I've got some ladder racks that I need to put on as well, and they slip inside this tube. So this is 40mm OD, 35mm internal ID square, and I'm going to notch the section here and weld them in from here to here to give these sides a bit of support, and I'll do the same up the back too. But yeah, we'll cut them to length, notch the top of this so they can come in, and I want to get all my sections cut today, and then I'll probably get them welded in tomorrow. So alright, we're going to get them all cut.
In the middle?
Yep, just in the middle. Make sure it's in the middle of the axle. That's it. Do him up. Yep, twist him up. Pump it up.
Would you know if I put it up?
No, you see, you're not in the middle of the axle. Lean down a little bit. Alright, do it back up. Okay, push it in a little bit. Whoop. A little bit more. Righto. There you go. Yep, there we go. Alright.
Lift it up?
Yep. Righto. Oh, that'll do you. That'll do you. Do you want to take the wheel off?
Sure. Thanks.
Make sure it goes on the socket. Yep, that's it. Hang on. Yep, that'll go. Undo. Keep going. Keep going. Just a tight one. Keep going. Yeah, I'll hold the wheel. You hold the rudder.
Okay.
Keep going. There you go. All right. Oh, don't put your fingers under the tyre. That's my job. There you go. All right, you hold the rubber. Yep. All right. Now.
Slowly.
Let me get my fingers out of the way. So turn it till you feel it. It'll get tight. And you just want to go that little bit more. Just feel it, just that touch more. Go on. Go on. That was better. That was better.
It was really hot.
Still had a bit of heat on it. Alrighty. Well, we might need to. Alright. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a spring over axle. So what we're going to do is we've got the spring, this is the spring, and this is the axle. At the moment, the spring, sorry, the axle is on top of the spring. Right.
So the spring goes over the axle.
Nailed it. Yes. So we want to put the axle under the spring. What that does is picks the whole trailer up higher. That way we can get it on the four-wheel drive better. We don't look like we're low riding. Alright?
Okay.
Alright. Well, let's see if I can get these cracked loose though. Alright, hang on, don't get carried away. Okay, so when I lift, you're in the way now, but when I lift the axle up, I'm going to put it in its spot. And then you're going to put the plate on top. And then a nut on so it doesn't move, okay?
A nut on what?
On this, because I'm going to slide it up with one of the bolt on, one of the new bolts. Okay?
So you need two people for this?
Where did the wire brush go?
I know where it is.
Where is it?
Like the brush thing?
Yep. Thank you.
Does that make it smoother?
Not really. It's pretty rusty. No, we might put this on the inside. But there's a pin under there.
No.
Feel it.
Oh yeah, it's that one.
Yep, and that pin's got to go in that hole. And it stops the axle from sliding. So it goes in that hole. So the plate goes on. Hang on.
No.
Right, no. Washer first. Washer first.
Oh yeah. Wash it.
Right, there you go. Oh,
We always
grab another nut. Grab another nut.
No, another washer and a nut.
Yes, another washer and another nut.
Washer goes in before the nut,
Always. Okay.
unless you want to mess it up.
Well, sure. Where's the other U-bolt?
What's the bolt?
Well, have a think about what a U-bolt might be. There you go. Alright, so I mean, we started putting that axle on. I don't think I could bring myself to run it. I mean, I'm sure it's been going around for a lot of years, but the square is pretty rusted. It also doesn't feel very heavy wall square. But either way, that side is actually not square. They've been made from, looks like some stub axles of some sort, cut off and welded on. Like I said, I'm sure they've been going around for a lot of years, but yeah, I'm not sure. I don't even need a square to see it personally. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but that one's actually sitting back. It's not square, and nothing's sort of lined up. And anyway, last thing I need when I'm trying to get the boat done is to be stuck on the side of the road with just something going wrong. So I went shopping. So we've got some 4mm wall, heavy nominal bore, 4mm wall, 40 nominal bore, heavy pipe. We have some new lights, which I needed anyway, bearing kits, new U-bolts because I'm going round instead of square, new wheel nuts because I got given these beauties, and they take mag wheel nuts, the step sort, not just the normal tapered flange. And why do they say wheel nuts in a pack of 4? Anyway, we got 2 new hubs to suit because they're a different size to what the old ones were. I had a set of 14-inch steelies that I could have ran on that, but they're old and rusty, and it just, the more I sort of started to add it up, the more it was gonna, it's just better for me to convert to a later. So this is Ford stud pattern. Don't ask me what the numbers are, I couldn't tell you off by heart. That is early Holden. Again, I couldn't tell you what the numbers are, but anyway. So we got matching stubs, we got some tailgate latches. I know I said earlier in the video that I was going to just hard weld the tailgate. I'm not. That was silly. I know that I would regret that as soon as I did it. So anyway, they're all bits and pieces. We're going to do a custom axle setup. First thing I'm going to do is these stubs. They fit in there pretty good, but there's a little bit of play. So I'm going to just put a tack of weld in a couple of spots, and I'm going to chuck them up in the lathe, and spin them so they're a really nice tap fit in there, so they're nice and concentric to the pipe, and then I can go around and fully weld them. That little bit of play in there is nothing to worry about when it's all said and done, but you don't want to go ahead and put a nice big beater weld here and have the thing pull sideways when you weld it, because it can. Alright. They're probably not the best welds I've ever done, but yeah, they're definitely there. They got more penetration than they look. My poor little 120 is a bit out of its league. It could definitely do with a bigger welder, but it's not falling off. Plug welder and everything too, so I'll measure the old axle stub to stub and cut this one to length and weld it together, and then we'll have a new axle. New axle installed. New U-bolts. I did buy some new clamp plates as well, but they're much thinner than the other ones, and they look a bit rusty, but pardon me, that was loud. Still plenty of life left in them. So yeah, I'm going to pack some bearings, get this side completely together. I already pulled and greased both the pivot and the shackle end, so they're all greased up and good. I'm going to pack some bearings, get this side done, and then yeah, move on to the other side, get it back on its wheels, and then we can sort of finish off this so we can get back to where we were about 4 hours ago. Alright, there we go, wheels on. Axle flip done, wheels on, everything's in. The axle's pretty good, pretty well centered. There's a little bit more of a gap that side. You see the spring sort of ever so slightly, but it'll settle. It's within, you know, it's within. So I know it sort of probably looks comically high at the moment, but it's it's actually, well, it is comically high, but it's completely empty, so don't forget there's no real weight on it as such. But also the drawbar on my four-wheel drive is very high, and a sort of an ulterior motive for this is I'd like this to be a four-wheel driving camping trailer as well. So yeah, that's sort of part of the reason for jacking it up and getting the, you know, a bit better wheels on it and whatnot. Anyway, moving right along, we're going to put our vertical supports here, and that'll pretty much, and sort of tidy up some of the welds along here. That'll pretty much finish the front of the trailer off. Then we'll move to the back of the trailer, and I've got to put the guards on too. Alright, there we go. They're done. I put the guards on. I'm not impressed with the guards at all, to be honest. Oh, pardon me. Had to space them out to clear the tyres, because the tyre was sitting inboard a little bit. It just looks atrocious, but it's strong-ish, and it'll do for the moment. I'll do something nicer. I just don't know what, and I don't have the time. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is basically just try and knock out the rest of it. I'm just going to make a tailgate. Well, I already have the tailgate sections, so I just need to put a surround on it and then put it on, and that's it. I mean, all the running gear's done, and wire it and screw the toolbox on. So yeah, I'm just going to dig into all that and get that done because I'm running out of time, and to be honest, it's just more cutting and grinding, and you've seen plenty of that. So I'll bring you back when it's all done. You can see the finished product. Alright, we're all done. There's a fair bit of work we got there, just splashed a bit of pressure pack silver on it, but we're all wired up, trailer plugs, new chains, everything's welded, got a flip up jockey wheel, doohickey, toolbox is bolted down, all the ladder racks are all on and secured with some bolts going in them. I got brand new tyres because those other ones were well cracked. I didn't feel comfortable running them, so brand new tyres. I ended up moving the guards up because I didn't end up giving myself enough room, so moved them up. New lights, like I said, everything's wired up. Got anti-rattle latches, so yeah, she's good to go. Tailgate, come on, get out of there. Tailgate works, swings down, so that's good. And yeah, ready for the boat. Anyway, I hope you like this little sort of throw together. As I said, it was just a quick and dirty trailer build, but I need it. So I am going to do my final shopping preparations for everything I need. And what else do I need? I don't know. We'll find out. There'll be something I missed. I know there will be. There always is. But anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. And yeah, if you want to keep up to date, then subscribe, turn notifications on, all that jazz, so that you get notified as soon as the next video comes up. I think there's one more little video in the line, a bit of testing with some timbers that I was working with. And then the next one after that will be the boat coming out of the water. So, alright, stay safe. We'll catch you on the next one.